dipole there don't seem to be moving around too much, but it obviously is blowing a bit. I'll have to turn it around in a minute when I finish to turn it into the wind and save the antenna a bit, HI. But all good news, all good on the mobile home there. Stroke camper van. I guess you'll be looking for a Clark mast to strap on the back, Lee. Over.
From CT7BNL, and I think the stream's working now. I don't know if everybody can say, but it says excellent connection. I just had to restart it for some strange reason. But got to get used to this software. Well, I used to have one back in the UK, but they're quite heavy. So I've got a fiberglass telescopic pole here, about 5 meters in length. At the bottom of it's, I don't know, about 3 inches. So it's quite a mass, but it folds down quite small. So I'm toying with just putting a wire down that. So we should get some good results, because we like to go off to the river beaches and all that. So excellent ground plane, isn't it? A huge river. So I might give it a go. And I've got the little 991A here and a little external tuner. So I might have a go at that. But like I said, there's a few bits and pieces to do to it anyway. So I must do that. Right, I'm getting an error here from YouTube, so I don't know what's going on. It's... like I said, I did it in a little bit of haste because I heard Derek say he's got his computer all set up for it. So I thought, I will put it on so Derek can try his settings out. So we'll have to see what's happening. I don't think it's working well today. Never mind. But you're good signal anyway, good +9. And cracking audio is, as always there, Richard. From CT7BNL.
Yeah, okay, thanks for that. Somebody, I did speak to the station yesterday, and they commented the audio had a bit of feedback or something, but may have been just other noise on the signal there. But no one else has said anything about it, so I guess it's okay. I have fiddled about with the settings a little bit on the audio side. They're transmitting audio side to try and enhance it a bit, but maybe I haven't got it quite right, but it seems to work okay, seem to get out all right, and all the rest of it there. So if it works, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. So got a bit of a conundrum of wire in here. So I guess there could be a bit of feedback from somewhere or other. It seems to be okay. I just went up on the YouTube thing there, Lee, and it done Dave and then stopped, and then it started again there. So I'm not quite sure now what's going on with it, but I'll wait until you've done it and you upload it, and then it will be sorted. Then watch it on then later. Watch the whole thing later. Anyway, back to you, Lee. Not motorbike weather today, unfortunately. CT7BNL, G7PBT.
G7PBT from CT7BNL. No, it definitely isn't, is it? And because we are quite high up here as well, you do get blown around a little bit here. The other couple that I share the house with, she's got a little electric scooter here that she uses to go into town and that on. And the other day she came back and I said to her, be careful when you go by gateways, because the hedge kind of protects you, and then you come to where a gate is, you get a big gust of wind. And she said it was completely right, because a little electric scooter doesn't weigh a lot, and she said getting blown around all over the place. So definitely not motorcycle weather. And today, I mean, it's warm here today. It's about 12 degrees at the moment, but it is blowing a hoolie there. And I looked at the cover I've got over the motorbike here, and that was absolutely flapping around like crazy. So the joy of having a motorhome, of course, if it's raining outside, there's still lots of things to do inside as well. So you get the best of both worlds, really. If the sun's out, you work on the outside, and if it's raining in Arble, you work on the inside. So it's a good project to have there, Richard. I'll say something to you. I think there's a few others there, and I'll call them in. So all the best to you there, mate, and have a good Sunday from CT7 B&O.
Yeah, okay, Lee, thanks for the chat, and look forward to hearing from you next Sunday. I did manage to get on 80 this morning with this dipole, and it seems to work, HI, so all good stuff there. I wonder if you heard me on the SDR with it, over?
Yeah, I did. Your signal wasn't as strong as normal on the SDR. I mean, it's beautiful now, you're S9 Plus, but yeah, it wasn't as strong as you were. I could hear you okay. I think it was S2, S3 it was coming up. But yeah, the signal's definitely stronger on here there, Richard. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was pointing south anyway, so that's over to the west, so it was only on a little bit of RF, I guess. Okay, 7-3 Lee, and thanks for the report and the chat. CT7BNL, G7PBT. Cheers.
Yeah, 7-3's there, Richard. This is CT7BNL, listening for another call.
Double ED, George 6, Echo, a Delta.
Yeah, good morning to you there, Nigel. Trust you're well, and good strong signal here, S9 on the meter. From CT7 B&O.
From G6, double ED, yeah, good morning to you, Lee. Oh, I'm surprised about that. You see me aerial at the moment, it's, well, it's all shapes. It's blowing a hoolie at the moment. Strongest we've had for a long time. Bit worrying, in fact. But you're staying up there, the wire. Anyway, yeah, good morning to you. You're 5 and 9 plus 10, maybe more at times. So very good. I take it you're running your kilowatts again. Just running about 80 watts there, about 80 watts. And pouring, as I say, pouring with rain, and very, very blowy, very, very blowy. Anyway, nice to hear you this morning. Been listening, you know, from the start, and I thought, well, perhaps I will call in to see if you can get me on my skipping rope. It's like a skipping rope. Anyway, I'll put it back again to you there, Lee. Nice to catch you this morning. G6EED.
G6EED from CT7 BNL was working well for you. A little QSB on your signal took you down to an S5, but most of the time, a good strong S9, radio 5 on the meter, so it's working well. It's strange, isn't it, antennas? We sometimes plan for days, if not weeks, what we're going to build. We put this antenna up, and we're normally completely disappointed, aren't we, of what we've done. So we just stick up something temporary, and it works so well. So you never can really tell. And I was just going to mention his name. So good morning to there, Rob, as well. And trust you're well there, Rob. But, yeah, Rob always kind of said, you know, it's not just the antenna, it's what the ground's like below you and what's all around you as well. So sometimes you just hit the sweet spot by chucking a piece of wire up. But, yeah, running my normal 1 kilowatt into the hex beam, that all seems to work well. And the SWR on it's fantastic. I don't know if you've looked at the YouTube thing, but the amplifier here has a little bit of software where it display its screen on, and the SWR always sits there at 1.00, and I think, well, I can't get much better than that, and so it's a bit high up to go and fiddle around with it, so I'm glad, I'm touching lots of wood here, I'm glad the SWR doesn't move around on it, but it's 1.00 on all 6 bands of it, so I'm really pleased with the aerial. It's worked very well from this location as well there, Nigel. G6EED, CT7 BNL.
From G6EED, yeah, fine there, Lee. Certainly working well. Putting a nice signal here into, well, near Exeter in Devon there. Very good indeed. Very good indeed. Yeah, it worked out well. Okay, right. I ain't got a lot more to add. Oh, nice to hear about the puppies. I think he said they're walking around or running around now with their eyes open, so that's good. That's good. I don't know if you ever did say what they were. No, you said you didn't know what they were because you didn't know who the father was for them. But is there any... did he look like any particular dog? And now, Lee, before you go, I won't hold you any longer because I know there's other people calling. I can hear little bits of the Oval Gang. I can hear little bits of the Oval Gang as they call in. Anyway, back to you, Rich Lee, and catch you again maybe next week if you're on from G6EED.
G6EED, CT7BNL, and you just came up to +10 then, so that antenna's working well for you. We think the mother, just from looking at other dog pictures on the internet, is a Scottish Cane Terrier. But yes, we don't know who the dad is, but these little puppies, they're strong as hell, and they're, 2 weeks old, coming up to 3 weeks this Thursday. And they're so strong, and they're solid dogs, but as we've said, we got no idea who the dad was. But they don't look, I don't know. Some people say they got kind of like a pug look about their faces and that, but I don't think the snout of the dog has appeared yet. So we've got no idea, and they seem to be changing day by day. So it's going to be interesting to see what we get there, Nigel. 732, have a good Sunday, and as you say, all going well. We'll talk to you next week. All the best to you. It's CT7 BNL listening for another call.
73.
Maybe it's going to be an early finish this morning, which is good. I can sort this software out, although it seems to have settled down now. But CT7 BNL, Central Portugal, listening for another call.
Mike 0, Victor Bravo Delta.
Victor Bravo Delta, good morning to you. Now, I should know this call, shouldn't I? I'm looking down my list. Good morning to you there, Bob. Bob, sorry about that. My brain matter isn't good these days. But it's cracking signal, +10. M0 BVD, CT7 BNL.
Yeah, good morning, Lee. Good to hear you this morning. Making me doorbell here ring again, so not good. I still haven't cured that yet. I'll have to work on that. It's as bad as your internet and camera work there this morning. But yeah, good to hear you. Glad everything's going all okay. So you'll soon be off mobile in Portugal on the hills there and that with your camper van. So all good there. Anyway, I won't hold it too long because the old doorbell's going and Sue will go mad at me. But good to hear you this morning and glad you're getting on okay. Watch out for the winds. We got them here on the cliff top this morning. Very strong winds and heavy rain. So not nice here on the cliff top in Milford-on-Sea. Anyway, good to speak to you this morning, Lee. Have a good week and hopefully catch up with you again soon. M0 VBD, CT7BNL.
M0 BVD, CT7 BNL. Yeah, I get trouble here on 40 meters. We've got some Wi-Fi controlled shutters here, and they will drop, or one of them will drop connection if I use 40 meters and more than 100 watts, which is really annoying. But it sounds like you want to get a pack of those clip-on ferrite cores, and every connection you can see going to your doorbell, you want to wrap it round. Unless you've got one of those wireless ones that runs on batteries, and I'm not sure what you're going to do. But if it's a mains one, just wrap a ferrite core around as many times as you can on its input, and hopefully that cures it. Or put the doorbell in a biscuit tin. You've got to cure it somehow, haven't you? You can't have a doorbell ruining your radio there, Bob. But you're fantastic signal, and most of you are over there. You were +10 dBs. So absolutely cracking signal there, Bob. 73 thanks for calling in. And as we always say, all going well, we'll be here next Sunday. 73 to there, Bob from CT7 BNL.
Yeah, 7-3s, Lee. 7-3s. You have a good week, and Yeah, I'll try some ferrites around it. It is a wired one, so I just got to dig the wires out. I know roughly where they are, so do something with it. Either that or disconnect it when I'm talking to you. But, yeah, all good this way. Take care, Lee. M0 VBD clearing with CT7 BNL. Have a good week.
Yeah, so who's there, Bob, and to you there. CT7 BNL, listening for another call.
2 Echo 0.
Oh, you're 20 over 9, by the way, Lee. 20 over 9.
Help you, Andy, mate.
Oh, thanks for that there, Bob. The 2E0 station, go ahead.
Roger, thank you. 2 Echo 0, X-ray, Bravo Tango.
Locations weren't in Cheshire. I'm not quite sure on the call sign.
Put a little message on your YouTube live. So, yeah, 59 plus 20 was me into Worthing.
Have I got that right, over?
Right, mate, I had two stations exactly the same talking to the one. The one that I caught was a 2E0 X-ray something, and I caught most of the over. So can I just go with that one at the moment there, and the other station just stand by. I will call you in. So it's a 2E0 X-ray question mark. Go ahead.
Roger, thanks Lee. 2 Echo 0, X-ray, Bravo Tango, XBT. As in, I used to work for them, but I don't anymore. I'll copy Lee, over.
Yeah, good morning to you. No problems at all there. And yeah, you're a good strong 5 and 9 in the central Portugal here. And as you're right, the name is Lee. And I'm just putting you into my log here. Copy and paste. And Lord Sean, is it? I hope I pronounced that right. From CT7 BNL.
2E0 XBT returning, yes. A bit tongue-in-cheek that one, Lee, but that was thanks to my colleagues at work. When I left one department and moved to another, they decided I was worthy of it. So I thought for a bit of a giggle we'd put it on the QR page. But yeah, you're a lovely signal to me, Lee, and beautiful audio. I've been watching the stream and obviously listening to you for a while. I did spot you on the cluster and put a little message on the YouTube channel. But yeah, I think I've heard you a couple of times. It's the first time I've actually come in on any of your Sunday morning nets. So just thought I'd pop up and say hi. And got something in common with you because of the dogs. We've actually got 23 dogs here that are actually ours. We do dog rescue. So, funny enough, we were looking at moving to central Portugal as well at one point. We were looking at the Fundão and Castelo Branco area. But yeah, it's a little bit about me, Lee. CT7BNL 2E0XBT.
2E0 XBT CT7 BNL, yeah, all noted there, and you're a cracking signal as well, good strong S9. And, well, yeah, the dog is a bit of a story, really. We weren't going to have any dogs when we come to Portugal. We've been here about a year and a half now, and we weren't going to have any. We'd had them back in the UK, and they are a bit of a tie and what have you. And this one dog just kept coming up on Facebook, and it wasn't far from us either. And I said to Lisa, oh, God, look, you know, a dog needs rescuers. It's not a big dog at all. And we kind of hummed and hawed, me and the wife. We thought, no, we're not going to do it. We said we wouldn't do it. So we even went to go and see her, and then we said, no, we're not going to have a dog. We knew somebody else was interested in her, so we said, look, she's going to get a home. So that was good. And then we heard that the person that was going to have her decided not to turn up to see, and then she came back up on Facebook again. I said to Lisa, look, it's one of those things. She keeps coming back on my Facebook page. We got to take her. So we had her and brought her home. And then we noticed she looked very pregnant, and we were hoping she had the puppies. But a quick visit to the vets and an X-ray, he was told us that she had 5 puppies on board, and she had been shot as well, which was all a shock. Everything was, and then literally 2 weeks later she had the puppy. So we'd only had her a couple of weeks when one dog turned into 6. So from deciding we're not going to have any to now we've got 6. So we're trying to find homes for them. Obviously not quite yet, they're not old enough, but if we can get some interest in them, we're going to keep one of them. We can handle 2 dogs. I think it'd be a struggle to handle 6 anyway. So So that's the story behind the puppy thing, which is kind of taking over our lives at the moment there. From CT7, BNL.
2 Echo 0 X-Ray Bravo Tango returning. Yeah, I think I heard a couple of weeks ago you talking about it on the Sunday Morning Net as well, and I thought, yeah, I know that sounds familiar. But it's usually the way it goes, isn't it? But no, like you say, I mean, two's okay, but I don't know how we deal with it. Like I say, we've got 23 at the moment, and 5 of those are Great Danes. Yeah, it can be quite a challenge at feeding time and clearing up time, shall we say. But no, just for your information, I heard you talking about the antennas earlier as well, and I've done exactly the same. I've just got an end-fed wire that I threw up with a 9-to-1 Unan on it and earthed it out, and pretty much got a 1-to-1 SWR across sort of 5 or 6 bands, and it works. So yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's my motto with this. But yeah, we're using a 7300, about 90 watts at the moment. And I've got a Behringer C1 microphone, condenser mic, going into a Behringer 802 mixing desk. And that just helps give it a little bit more punch. So hopefully the audio's okay with you, Lee, over.
Well, yeah, it's sounding very, very good. I was just watching the S meter. You were drifting just above the S9 there. So, yeah, it's all working very well and sounding good. I've got the Heil PR781 microphone here, which just goes straight into the radio. There's no external processing. And the Yaesu FT-DX101MP, that just puts a couple of watts into the Expert 2K FA solid-state amplifier, which is running half power and putting a kilowatt into a hex beam. They're right on top of the house here, and we're just under 1,000 feet above sea level, so it gives me a good takeoff space. Anyways, it's been working very well here, but I think the antenna's getting blown around a little bit up there. I have just noticed, and trust me, that's sod's law to say this, that the SWR always shows 1.00, and it's actually just going 1.02 every now and again, so I think it's maybe getting a little bit blown around up there. I'm not sure, and it's just fluttering around a little bit up there. Thanks for giving me a call. I'll say 73 to you. I know there was another station there, so thanks for calling in. I'm here most Sunday mornings, so, you know, please call in again there. From CT7, BNO.
CT7 BNL 20XBT. Yeah, no problem, Lee. And no, thanks very much for the QSO, and I will pop in again another Sunday. And you take care. Best 73. Good luck with the puppies, and speak to you soon. CT7 BNL 73 from 20XBT. Cheers, Lee.
Yeah, 73 is all the best to you. And there was another station called in, which I think is going to be a 2E0 as well. I think that's where the complication came in. So CT7 giving you a call.
Number 2 Echo 0 Golf for Golf India. Name's Rob. I think it's Lee. Hope I've got that right. 2E0 Golf India. Over.
Yeah, good morning to you there, Rob. And yeah, the name here is Lee Lima Echo. And I've just called you up on the log here, so we know you got the call sign right. And at the moment you're an S7 on the meter there, Rob, into Central Portugal. From CT7 BNL.
Oh, thank you for the signal, strength 7. I'm running 100 watts into a hex beam, but it's really low at the moment. Probably beaming it into the bungalow roof at the moment. Yeah, I've dropped it down due to winds. I do apologise. The missus just brought me a cup of tea in, bless her. And I took a swig of it, and it's quite hot. So I do apologise. But there we go. Yeah, and like I say, it's just below the apex of the roof to keep it out the wind. And I've swung it sort of in a southerly direction. So hopefully you'll be hearing me okay. You're 5 and 9 plus into northwest UK. So there we go. And nice thing. I think it's for the first time. I've not noticed. You come up on the alert when I type your call sign in, so there we go. Okay, I was buying 1 dog and ended up with 6. Yeah. I bet that was a bit of a shock at first, but hey hey-ho, it's, at least you'll have the pick of the bunch, and hopefully you'll find good homes for the others. So if not, you could always fire them back to the jog rescue, seeing as that's where you got them from. I think it was anyway. So there we go. Microphone back to you, Lee. Over.
2E0 GGI CT7 BNL. Yeah, all noted there, Rob. And you did peak up to S9. The QSB's knocked you around a little bit and you drifted down to S3. But all noted, anyway, all noted. I had a quick look at your QRZ webpage there. We've got a similar setup then. I see you've got the FTDX 101 and obviously your hex stream you said there. Well, we've got the same here. So very similar setup. But it's doing you well considering the hex stream isn't high. I spoke to somebody, and I can't remember who it was, but I think they were stateside, and they were literally building their hex beam. And what they did was they were building it, they thought, we just want to make sure it works. I think they were too excited, and they wanted to get it on air, and they literally just stuck it in the top of a picnic table. So where you got your picnic table with a hole in the middle, normally for the brolly to go in, they literally just had it there. So I think it was like 1 meter off the ground, and he ran about 100 watts, and he was like plus 20 to me in central Portugal, and I thought, I can't believe that, you're stateside, and you just literally got it 1 meter. So just goes to show, and I think it's a fantastic antenna, and it's lovely to have 6 bands in it that all resonate, so you don't have to worry about any tuners or anything. From CT7 BNL.
Yeah, CT7BNL 2E0 GGI returning, and okay on the MP. Oh, I had a thought about that, and I thought I can't justify it. The difference in price, and he gave me a good price for me 7300 I had when I swapped it in, and like I say, I thought, and then it's 200 watts, and then I thought, I think it's a 24 volt power supply that's in the speaker with it, and I thought, if I decide that I'm going to put solar panels on and run batteries, I thought that's going to be a bit of a problem. It'll probably work better on 12 volts. So I went for the 101, and I thought, if I do take the full ticket, which I intend to do, I'll probably buy an amplifier anyway. So I thought, well, what's the point in paying the extra for the extra 100 watts when I could put that towards an amplifier? Should I take well, hopefully this year I'm going to take the next exam, and then I can go Maritime Mobile, which will be quite good. If my friend's still got his boat at the time, when I get round to it. But there we are. And there was something else I was going to comment on. The hex beam. It's about 4 meters or 3.5 meters off the ground at the moment, and it is working. It's probably pointing just between the 2 bungalows at the moment. It's not quite below the roof. It's just level with the roof of the bungalow. So that's the setup there. And yes, I worked Spain. I'm trying to think if it was I worked a couple of guys in Spain, and I did exactly the same. I was building it, and I thought, I wonder if the SWR and everything's all reasonable. And it was a little bit high, but someone said to me, once you put it up off the ground, the SWR will reduce. Anyway, I put it on, and the tuner in the rig just pulled it back to what it should be, and I worked Spain from the picnic table, like you say, the garden table, with the hole into the brolly. That's how I built it, and I've not looked back since I put that up. I've built a RG58 ohm trap dipole for 80 and 40. It started off as a 80 meter bazooka, and it wouldn't tune. Well, it tuned, but it wouldn't put a reasonable signal out on 40. So I put traps in for 40 meters and tails on. It's 105 feet from end to end and works very well on 80 and 40 without a tuner. So my tuner's redundant now. So there we go. The manual tuner and the auto tuner are redundant at the moment. They're early. There we go. CT7, isn't it? Bravo November Lima 2E0 GGI. Microphone back to you. Over.
From from CT7BNL. Yeah, it just goes to show, isn't it? You don't really have to mount them that high. And, they perform quite well, don't they? I think the antenna here, we tried to measure it the other day to the base of the antenna. It's about 45 feet here. But as I say, we're about 1,000, just under 1,000 feet above sea level, which helps here anyway. And the ground here is very wet and clayey. Around the house, so I went to the local hardware store here and got some of those earthing rods, screwed a couple of them together, and they quite happily went down into the ground pretty rapidly. So I think they're about 6 foot tall they were. So I got about say 10 feet into the ground. I could put a couple of them around and use them as the earthing rods for me. And it seems to have worked well. I'm not going to touch anything. It's going to work well. The kilowatt definitely helps for sure. But it's I can't complain. I've worked I don't know how many stations from this QTH, and like I say, I haven't been here that long, and I'm more than happy how it's performing at the moment there. So I'll say 73 too. I think there's a couple more stations there, but thanks for calling in. I'm here most Sunday mornings anyway, from kind of like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So please do call in again there, Rob. All the best to you, mate. Have a good Sunday, and hope to natter to you again. 2E0GGI, CT7BNL.
Yeah, CT7BNL, 2E0GGI. Yes, they do work very well. And I did something similar. I had some copper pipe left over from a heating job. So I buried a triangle. I made a triangle out of copper pipe and buried it about a foot under the lawn, and went down sort of 2 meters on the point of the triangle. And like I say, it went straight down into the soil. And I've got a very high water table. I'm not high, I'm only a few feet above sea level, probably 60 feet above sea level. I've got the Manchester Ship Canal on one side and the River Mersey on the other. So fairly low down, but very high water table, and 2 jump leads running into a chocolate block on the skirting board, and don't suffer from any RF. Just a little bit of interference from electric pylons too close. Sorry about the long waffle, but I'll bid you 7-3. And nice to get you in the log again there, Lee, and hopefully it will work again. And yes, steady 5 and 9, 20 over on that last one there with me, no problem. The height definitely helps there, I think. They seem to work about anywhere between 25 and 35 feet seems to be a good, and if you can get them a bit more, if you get to 45, 50 feet, it doesn't seem to make much difference. That 30 to 35 feet seems to be the sweet spot for them, but they work well anyway. So there we go. 7-3, all the best, take care, hopefully get you in the log again. Lost it now. Charlie 7, Charlie Tango 7, Bravo, November Lima, 2E0GGI now clear. 7-3, all the best, take care.
Yeah, 73 to you there, Rob, and all the best to you. This is CT7BNL. Listen for another call. That's good timing for me. I've got a few bits and pieces to do here. So 73 to all, and any shortwave listener, and we'll catch up with you again next Sunday, all going well. CT7BNL going QRT. 73s.